One.
One. That's what's after two when you're going backwards. Hey, kids.
Right? Hey,
Hi.
everybody.
Hi.
Well,
Welcome to another fun-filled, exciting, invigorating episode of This is the Future.
unfortunately.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Damn right. And we are chock full of that, man. Oh, are you want to party? Yeah. Shooting ropes over there, buddy.
That's right. Shooting ropes.
That's lit. Nice. Nice mug, man. See, that looks better on you.
I agree. Hey,
Holy shit. That really holds some beer, man.
and there's gonna be room for probably another half a can, maybe. I don't know. Let's
What is
see.
that? Like a 16 ouncer?
No, it's just like a regular. I don't know what the mug is, but I mean, this is 12 ounces.
Right. Well,
So this is everyone. This is a Cheers mug. My good friend Tony G right there. When he went to Boston, he got me a Cheers mug, and he also sent me some tasty cakes. Y'all in Philly know what that is. I didn't until I ate half of them. So, which they were good and everything. I like that. And I have to say, so you remember on Cheers how all their beers, every time let's say Norm drank a beer, it was always this much beer and that much foam.
Yes.
You remember that? They would Sam Malone would slide him a beer. Here's a beer, Norm, and it'd be 3 drinks and the rest is foam. It's they didn't even try to learn how to pour a beer at all. When they were learning how.
Oh, shit, that's funny. Dude, when I was sitting there, the whole, I can only imagine working at that place. I think I mentioned on the other that episode, but I just felt bad for the bartender because the whole time she's just no, this isn't the original Cheers. There wasn't a bar before they made the show. No, that was done in Hollywood. No, Norm didn't sit here. No, no one sat. No, no. That's his spot. Yeah, but no, he didn't sit there. He sat in Hollywood. That's what this chick said.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm sure they got asked that question. I'm sure they want to just kill themselves at the end of the day. But they got to know that they're signing up. They're signing up for that. You got to know that that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would imagine you have a book of rebuttals. I mean, you just get asked that question 1,000 times, and you finally have the perfect rebuttal.
Right.
And I mean, it was cool as fuck, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
The one that they said Norm didn't sit there. He sits in Hollywood. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That was pretty good. They got a cool gift shop for all you cats going to check that out.
Right.
I mean, it's a hallway. That's the problem with the gift shop, is that there's a front part with the bar where you come down the stairs, and then there's a whole bunch of places to eat in the back. Then there's a hallway that connects the two. Well, that hallway is their merch thing. It's a merch tunnel. So everyone's waiting to look at merch, and you have to walk through there. There's nothing about that experience that was COVID friendly, and that is when I went during COVID.
There's nothing friendly, nothing COVID friendly about this, but I went. I was there.
If I don't get sick, it won't be fair, because I had a customer today, and he was talking to his boss, and he's like, "Yeah, he can't make the delivery. COVID got his ass. Yep, COVID killed that one too." I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, fuck. Job openings. What? That sounds awesome.
Exactly. Job openings.
And here I am, I went to a few amusement parks. I went to Boston. I went up to Salem 2 days before they closed it down again. It was awesome. I had a great time. Thanks, COVID. You've been a champ. You got me off my feet and into the seat. I love you for it. I don't give a shit. I'll probably be employed when this is over, but who gives a fuck?
See, here's the thing. It's I know this is hard for the world's in fucking shambles and more than just one way than COVID. But I think I've said this before. This is the best summer of my life. I think it'd be ignorant if I didn't acknowledge that. I would be a piece of shit if I denied that. I have to be honest. I didn't mean for it to be, but I take a lot of pleasure in the simple pleasures in life. Like, all I did the whole summer was sit in my front yard with my dog, my girlfriend, and my roommates and drink. And I got into like, like I say boxing, but like, just punching a punching bag and working out again. Got back into skateboarding.
Right.
I didn't mean for it to be good, but I'm not gonna just like, not try to have fun. I don't know. Like like I saved some money, like also really poor at the same time. I don't know how that happened. That's a thing. I felt like I was saving a little bit of money, but I still felt poor. It's very weird.
That's exactly how I felt. Like I had money like for a cushion, but I still know I'm absolutely fucked. Like
I think that's
I
the thing.
don't.
That's the thing. Yeah, I was like able to have a cushion, but still, I was still like sweating, and I was like, I could see that dwindling. You know what I mean? I could see it dwindling away.
Right. And that's why I don't want to be rich because you don't get to experience the fear.
No,
You
no,
know,
the
I
fear.
mean, you don't know, like I can't buy you a donut. I won't be able to pay rent next week. Like, if
No.
you don't know what that's like, you're missing out. That's the American dream. The 99% of us are living the dream. You guys have the nightmare. You already have everything. What do you do when you have everything? You complain. I mean, we hear you complaining, but we don't have anything. We're having fun. He's skateboarding and sitting in his front yard. I don't know what I've done, but I smoked it all away. It was great. I had a fun time doing that.
You apparently skinned the teddy bear and decided to wear it. So.
I fucking did, man. This happened. This is what happens when you go Christmas shopping with two teenage girls, man. They convince you to buy a teddy bear hoodie, and that's exactly what
Is that
this
really
is,
a
man.
teddy bear hoodie?
Yeah, man. It's fuzzy on the inside and out, man. It's got it all going on. It's great. It's only a halfway zip. See that?
That's
It's fucking,
awesome.
you know what it is, man? It's fucking great. That's what this is. This thing is fantastic. This is it. Like if I'm ever just wearing this, like no pants, no hat, no shoes, just this, I'm homeless, but I'm happy.
You're happy.
This is gonna do it for me. That's it. I'm done now.
Tony, I love you. I love you. You're such a drug addict. I love it.
I'm the happiest addict I know, man.
You're wearing a stuffed animal. There's no way that you're gonna ever convince anyone that you don't smoke pot. I don't know why you would, but I'm just saying. You don't have to pee in a cup when you're wearing that thing.
You're gonna need to take a. Never mind.
Never mind.
We'll save the money. Just go to work, you idiot.
Just go zip that thing up and watch TV. You're fine.
It'd be cool if it had like the little plastic name tag holder, and I could just put my marijuana card in there. You know, just like.
There you go. Smoky.
That's what Jesse said.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. What this is a flag for anyone looking for drugs or a hug at 2 a.m. at a festival. That's what this is. Because I will know where to get the drugs. I won't have them, but I'll be with someone who does. And I mean, I wouldn't hug you, but at 2 a.m. at a festival, I probably will. And this thing, yeah, I'll hug you. Why not? It's like getting hugged from a beautiful carpet. Who the fuck wouldn't want to do that?
I know, right? That or a hairy man.
But I'm shopping with these two, Jesse and her friend, and they're like, I'm walking around and I see this thing, and I was like, fuck, that's cool, man. And they had it my size. Like, yeah, this is really fucking nice. It doesn't match with anything. I don't look good in it, but I don't look good, so it doesn't fucking matter. This is great,
Hey,
you know? It's like a silk hat on a pig. It's fantastic.
You look great.
Well, you know what I mean. But I had an old black fuzzy one, and I was going to get black again. And Jesse's like, no, fuck no. And I wasn't sober shopping, so of course I bought it. And I bought it in brown. Then I got home, and I talked to you, and then I went and did my thing, and then I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, what the fuck am I wearing? And I woke up this morning, and I was like, what the fuck did I buy? And then I put it on, and I was like, good move, Stoner Jesus.
You've always worn goofy shit. I mean, I'm the one to talk. I've fucking had mohawks, 2 mohawks and 1 head, polka dots, fucking, blue hair, red hair, white hair, fucking green, like all sorts of shit, I had blue hair a couple months ago. I'm fucking 33. What the fuck am I? You know,
They should.
so no one to talk. But I mean, I got you a fucking trucker's hat that said like they had a fucking unicorn on it.
Caused me so many problems.
Yeah. Well,
You fucking asshole. Let's talk about that hat, because that hat actually caused some problems. See, I didn't know. I'm ignorant. I'm okay with that. But I didn't realize that the unicorn hat, I thought it was cool. I was like, no one will see this coming. If I wear this, they'll think, oh, what a nice guy. But that's not the intention. I don't even know if this was your intention upon buying me the hat, but all I've been doing since I got that hat and started wearing it was fending off cock, which is fine, but it's not the goal when I put the hat on, and I don't wear it anymore because of that. I just don't feel like getting looked at. Like, why are people looking at me? And it's like, oh, it's because he's skinny and he's got a fucking unicorn hat on. So
you didn't know that the international sign for just gay is rainbows and unicorns?
well, no, considering that I was living in a one-bedroom apartment with my roommate at the time, I had no fucking idea. I just didn't think to myself, I thought, what a nice gift. No one ever gets me anything. This is funny because this isn't who I am. But no one knows me who sees me wearing the hat, so they're thinking, he seems little, like I could throw him around. I bet he's a little bear cub, especially wearing this thing. If I put the hat on now, I'm in big trouble. But
man, just be you. If you got a unicorn hat that's rainbow on it, yeah, fuck it. Wear it.
But then I got to explain to 3 people that night why I'm not on Grindr and why I don't want to be on Grindr. And I've done these conversations, and I just don't want to talk about that. I'd rather just go the fuck home.
Yeah, so but do you know what it produces, though? Is material.
Oh, no, we have. I mean, I got notebooks of that shit. I don't have stage time. I got that. We don't need any more of that. But when I was at one of the last lip shows that I went to, I told you how I was left by myself wearing that hat. And the chick I was with, so we're at the lip show in the middle of the dance floor. There's crystals falling from the chandelier and shattering on the ground. So there's this kind of like circle, this bare spot. And as it continues to go on through the night, like nothing really falls anymore. So people kind of pull into this spot. So my friend went to get a drink and she's like, hey man, I'll be back in a few minutes. And I was like, whatever, that's cool. I wasn't going to miss the lips. They were killing it that night. So I'm standing there, and then all of a sudden the bare spot, like the empty spot, isn't empty anymore. It's just full of people. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And they're moshing. Like, it wasn't happening when she was there, but she left. And all of a sudden a bunch of no shit, a bunch of gentlemen showed up, and I started getting like tossed around, like sneakers in a washing machine.
At a lip show?
That's what I'm saying.
Who moshes at the point? I mean, that's cool, but I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that cool. Because, I mean, honestly, he was riding a unicorn at that time. He was actually on a fucking unicorn. And that's what I'm trying to look for. And then I get it. I'm just like 10 minutes go by, and I'm really like, without even being interested in it, and being pushed around, like pushed. I'm just like, I'm being pushed and like trying to, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I get a text message, and she's like, hey, I can't get to you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? It's, you're over at the bar. Just get over here, And she's like, I can't get in there. She's like, you may not see this. She's like, you are surrounded by gay men. That's what she wrote. And she said, and then she told me later that at the bar, everyone was laughing their fucking ass off because you see this little hat in the circle of like 10 dudes just like pushing into me and like smiling and shit as they do it. And I'm like, what is this? What the fuck is going on? I've never been to a pit at the Lips. I figured, cool, you smile when you push people around at a show. All right, that's cool. I get it. It all fucking came to, and it was just like, it's kind of like the show ended and the lights came on. And I was like, whoa! I was like, there's no women here. Where are all the women? And it was just a bunch of dudes. They were just standing there, but no one said like, hey, I want to put my hand in your back pocket. Nobody said anything. They just looked at me until I walked away. So I had to figure all this out. The nice thing about the new generation is people don't really speak their minds. They text it. So it's not embarrassing. No one says anything. They just stare at you until you walk away. So it was neat. I just don't wear the fucking hat anymore. I don't wear it. Wrong message.
You know what? I didn't plan for that. I just knew you would like it. But it's just a bonus for me. It's just a bonus. Tony, have you ever just thought that you're just a cute boy? You ever just thought about that? just a cute boy and people like you and they want to like you. They want and you're not and you're not like mean about it or weird or offensive. You're just like, it's not me, right? Yeah, it's not me, right? And that's cool. But have you ever thought about you're just a cute boy and people like you? That's it. You know, you got a bear zip up hoodie on. You got a hat with a unicorn in the closet. I'm sure. I mean, come on, take that thing out, wear it, whip it out. Who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, cute boy, cute bear. Look at you. Yeah, cute little stuffed animal. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that right after you go fuck yourself. How about that?
Yeah, you can't do that way.
You rotten bastard. That was 6 years ago you gave me that fucking hat, man. Created like 5 years of stories. I don't think like that. I'm like, I'm an only child, no brothers, no sisters. So if someone gives me something, I'm like, oh, like this is nice. You know, hey, fucking hey, look at that, you know? But I don't think like that because I'm not looking for that. I'm dressed like a teddy bear, a bear cub. I totally get it. What is it called? Like, what's the thing? Like fugazi. You know, it looks real, but it's fake. Mm-hmm. That's right. Me. I'm a fugazi gay diamond. I'm not a real gay diamond. I'm a fugazi. I'm not real. If you tried to put it in my ass, there'd be a lot of fucking fighting going on. I'm not into it. But right. I like fuzzy things and I like things that my friends give me. I like unicorns, but because Wayne from the fucking Lips likes unicorns and I like that music, not because I want to be diddled in my piddle. I just don't. But anyone who's ever called me cute was either a man or a woman who could bench press my ass. And I'm you know, here I am.
You're a good friend, Tony.
Oh well, I was trying not to be, but this thing's great. I think I don't know when I'm going to die, but I want this to be a part of it. You know, like just somehow. I want the pants now. Now I want the fuzzy pants matching. I would fuck with people doing that. I would totally go out in that. Am I a furry at that point? Is that what that is?
No, to become a furry, you got to get into the lifestyle. You know.
Huh? What's a lifestyle? Like meetings and shit?
It's a whole community, man. Furries? Oh, yeah.
Stop. Keep going.
Oh, man, I've watched videos. There's all sorts of people out there, man. Of course, yeah, there's people that, like, you know, they have their job, their friends, their family, and then they have their other life where they're Tom the Purple Cat, and they only get called Tom the Purple Cat. And they, when they hang out with other furries, you know, they hang out with Jerry the Frog or, you know, Hootie and the Blowfish, and he's a fish, you know, whatever. You know, and there's a whole conventions. I know a furry. I know a couple.
I know a furry. I want you to have a shirt that just says "I know a furry."
That should be the name of this episode. I know a furry.
Okay, I know a furry. Oh shit! Wait, all right. Hang on a second. All right. So I always thought that a furry was obviously sexual. If you're going to join a club as an adult, there's got to be a sexual undertone to it. So
yes and no.
No.
Yes. Both. Yes and no.
Both.
There's furries that are. It's definitely a sexual thing. The two people I know, it's definitely a sexual thing for them. And but
how do you not sweat your ass off?
People that just like to dress up like a fucking horse, like a stuffed animal, and they walk around with other fucking horses in some convention. It's weird, but also look what we're doing. There's no one around. You're not here. I'm technically talking to myself, really. Like, I'm weird as fuck. I got toys behind me, beers. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a weirdo. There's a fucking ficus. There's a fake plant over here. I don't know. I'm weird as you're wearing a fucking Teddy Ruxpin fucking. You look like his skin Ted. Like, they're all fucking weird. Yeah, of course they're weird, but they're like, you know, I've always considered myself as a freak, and they're freaks. I'm a freak. We belong to the same fucking thing in my head. Yeah, they're weird, but I'm also weird.
Oh, no. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this at all. It's just I'm wondering, am I dabbling? How many different groups have I dabbled in? I've never been in. I honestly think if someone was like, like especially for the humor in it, but I could be a furry. Like I would find something. Like I thought about it like you said the horse thing. Well, I just think it'd be a riot if you and your friend, like if I wore the bottom of the horse and you wore the top of the horse and we just went out. Fuck a convention. Just like go apply for a job like that. That's
Man,
fucking fun.
I always got to be the bottom.
I want to be the pants, man.
I want to be the middle. Let's be the
I want to
middle.
be the middle. Just the gut.
Yeah, let's be the middle.
Just carry your big ass around in the middle.
Yeah.
I, I dig it. It's just like when people say like, "Oh, I'm a furry." I'm like, "All right." So you go to a convention. What else do you do? When else are you a furry? Like, do you just sit around your house in a Cookie Monster costume?
Well, like not. I don't think maybe by yourself, but I think it's mainly when you're around other furries. Oops.
Whoa. Damn, Norm, you got some head on that beer.
Yeah. Speaking of, that is all foam. Ugh, that is awful.
Now you're having
See,
a
this is
cheers
what I
beer.
mean. Like,
There it is. There it is. That's it.
They always poured it like that. They always poured it like
That's
three
so you can
drinks
see the
beer.
cheers. You got to put the white behind it so you can see the
Yeah.
cheers. It's marketing.
Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe
Marketing.
no.
And to take it easy on the fucking alcohol. Could you imagine? Must have been a shit show on set.
Well, I don't know if they drank real beer, did they?
Somebody did something.
Somebody did something. I always heard they were always like coked out and stuff. That's what I heard. But
Right.
I did what's his name? The guy that played Sam Malone.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. He was telling a story about how him and Woody Harrelson like did mushrooms. They skipped rehearsal to go do mushrooms together. They played hooky on rehearsal just to go get high and take a hike, I guess. And it was all Woody. It was all Woody Harrelson. He was just like, "Hey, fuck today. Let's go get high on mushrooms." I just thought that was a cool story, you know.
It's fucking awesome. I just wonder to myself if you're this is a fucking magic trick? What are you doing?
What? What are you doing?
I sent you the endless mug. Just whoop, it's a magic mug. Hurry up, man! You're getting the head's going away. There you go.
It never goes away, Tony.
I beg the difference.
But basically, what we were talking about is you're a furry and you're coming out as a furry.
That's all right. I mean, that's cool, man. I'll be a furry. I can't be a homosexual right now, but I can be a furry.
So you saying you want to be like you would? I mean, you want to
be a furry?
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to join a group, yeah, I'll be a furry.
You don't have to. You are.
I kind of think I should. I want to have something funny to tell people because there's nothing going on with COVID. So it's like, so what's happened since COVID? Like, well, I'm a furry. Like, I haven't been invited to the convention yet, but I'm a furry. Like, I've decided.
Dude, you live in a major city. There's fuzzy shit going on all the time, you know?
Yeah, but I never saw anything, and I just couldn't imagine, like, there's a lot of rough shit that happens up in the city, like being shot for wearing the wrong hockey jersey by somebody who doesn't like hockey. You know, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. So I could imagine being dressed as a stuffed animal and getting shot and just the fur going everywhere. You know, I don't want to die and it be like it would be fun to die funny, you know, but just be like that poor guy was dressed like a bear and he got shot. Like,
dude,
that'd be known as the bear guy, and
that's a perfect closer. That'd be so funny, so good. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I mean, I'd be concerned for you and like sad, but
I wouldn't. I'd be like,
I'd laugh. I'd be like, oh shit, my friend's dead.
I wouldn't. I'd die with that bag of laughs on me, like Jack Nicholson, and when he played the Joker.
Oh yeah,
and they're like,
Don't worry. I'll throw that unicorn hat in your grave for you. Don't worry, you'll die with that.
Yeah, I'd be so upset if I died and they dressed me in a fucking suit. I'd be so pissed. Like, I never wore a fucking suit. People are like, what's he wearing? That's not him. Then they put this on me and they're like, there he is. they just tickle me, you know.
Man, I think that you should really do this furry thing. Like, I'm stuck on it. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't go away. I don't care what else we talk about. This is what we're talking about right now.
Okay.
It's really I just want to know how much of this is a joke, or you would do it as a joke, or are you really saying you want to start dressing up like an animal and hanging out with other
Nah,
people?
I mean, I don't really have the funds to go out and buy outfits and start a new hobby. But if
Well,
it's
see, that's the thing, is they make them. A lot of them make them. They buy. There's their fabric, their supply, and a lot of people make them, and a lot of furries make stuff for other people. So I'm just saying.
like cookies or other clothes, what do you mean make?
Yeah, like no, like let's say you wanted to be a bear. That was your furry animal thing. You could go make a bear head costume, or someone might make you a bear head and hold the whole bit. Like,
I don't want a bear head, man. It'd be so
man,
hot in there, like to wear.
No, you got it. You do the whole thing. You don't go just wearing like a shirt that says "I'm a furry" on it. You go. Should have get off the pot, son. You know what I mean? Like you go fucking dick first.
Dick first. That's why I won't go as a bear cub furry. I'll tell you that. I have enough problems.
I'm a bear. That's fine.
I know. I mean, I think because you and I hung out so much when I moved to Portland, that's why no one else bothered me. They figured I was already married up when we hung out.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Thanks for helping me out there. Saved a couple.
I don't know. I always. No one ever talks to me. I look like someone that's either gonna make fun of someone or rob someone usually. So
It looks like you're about to make a hell of a sandwich. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. And the sandwich has bullets in it.
You shoot it at the end to cut it in half.
Yeah. Sorry. We're all out of napkins. Take this gun and shoot your lips off. Here, it's fine. Have I ever told you? This kind of reminds me. This is a joke that I have with people at work. Do you know how this is fucking bizarre, but like at like some bars and restaurants, there's like a bathroom key, and sometimes it'll be like on a chain. I want to start. It's a suicide booth, and you just like it has a gun with a chain on it, and it says suicide gun. Please reload after using.
Oh my God. How do they do it? They're dead.
I've drinking 3 beers within like 20 minutes.
Wow, that's one of the darkest jokes we've done on this show, and you did it. That's great.
That's the whole joke, is how they do it. Yeah, that's the whole joke. It just says, please reload after using.
Oh my God, he didn't. Could you imagine that in the eulogy? He was a piece of shit. He only thought about himself. He didn't even reload the gun after he blew his head off. What a bum!
Idiot.
Fucking.
He had the bullets. He had them.
He had a pocket full of bullets, but did he reload it? No.
You get a free bullet with every shot, So come on.
Right? Oh my God, that's fucking suicide booth. Oh my God.
Well, it's not a booth. It's just like a sign with a gun and a chain, and then it just says suicide gun. Please reload after using.
Is it labeled with a sad emoji with a teardrop? Like this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It says break glass to get the gun, but the glass is already broken.
Right, yeah.
Accidentally slit your wrist getting it out. You're like, well, now I have to go. Fuck.
I was right. I've tried a lot of things that are comedy, but like not stand up, like stand up adjacent, like writing like script and doing sketches, and I was kind of doing like in a sketch group for like a hot second. I was the first one to say I'm not I'm done, and then they all didn't continue doing it. But that was one of the quick sketches was that joke, and it was just going to be like a 30-second sketch, if that, just a suicide gun. And then they were all like, "You're fucked in the head, man." I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. That's just what I can't help it. You guys are all comics. They all thought it was funny, but they're like, I don't know how we write this or shoot it. I'm like, well, you get a gun, put a chain on it, and write suicide gun, and then
And then you gotta have like, what if like one of the people that goes in there is someone who like actually has a heart, and they're like, I can't kill myself. There's no way I'd be able to reload the gun. Like someone with logic and a heart just like goes in there and then walks back out and has a triumphant life.
Well, see, no, that was talked about in the we were talking, and like we were like, what if there's like, like they call it the straight guy, like the person that's like the everyday guy that, like he walks in, he goes, how can you reload it if you're already dead? And then a bunch of people come out of camera and in and just make fun of him for not getting the joke. They basically boo him, like, you don't get the joke, idiot. Like,
and then he goes in there and blows his head off because he's depressed. Yeah. After he got the joke.
Yeah. This went from like people dressing up in from purple beautiful animals to this is what happens.
Oh, I love it. You put all the good shit in the middle. That's how it works.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh, so what's up, man? How you been?
35 minutes into the show. How you been? I'm good.
we haven't checked in yet, so
I'm good, man. You're looking at my weekend wearing this fucking this hoodie. I can't think of anything else I did more exciting than that.
That's good, man.
I was gonna take the kid outdoor dashing, but it turns out that every kid with a car is outdoor dashing. So even though like my area they closed the gyms, they closed the inside dining, all that bullshit. So we're a step away from total depression once more,
right?
Because our numbers are going up. So I don't know, man. I'm milking shit. Like the Christmas tree lights went out because I think the cat's been eating them. She's also drinking the fucking tree water.
Yeah. A lot of animals
that shit.
Yeah, and it's not good for animals.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't listen.
Hey, you tell her.
Stop. She's stop. Literally went further, and yeah. Hey.
We had a dog, and it always drank. It always drank the water from the tree. I mean, he always ran into things, so maybe that's why. But I don't know.
I mean, all this cat does is sleep, shit, and eat. So, yeah, you. So I don't think it's. Can you fuck that up? Yeah, you're good. She's fine. She got a third eye coming in on the right side of her.
Really?
No, she'll be fine. I don't care. The tree's only here for a couple of weeks. I think she thinks that that's her new drinking dish, and that like it finally came, like because this is the first time we've had a real tree with her here, and I think she's like, it's about fucking time, because I went to put water in it, and she's drinking at her bowl, and then she runs over to the tree. I'm like, what the fuck? Stop! The thing's chewing on pine needles and shit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's exciting. You brought outside inside, and she's an indoor cat, right? So
yeah.
So she's like, whoa, this is what outside's like, So.
Right. Well, I told you about the couple of times she snuck out of she jumped out the window, and then I went to look for her, and she's standing on the outside of the window. And she's an inside cat, and then she's standing on the ledge looking inside the window. I'm like, how the fuck did you get out there? She like jumped out the screen and then hopped up on this window to let me know she broke the fuck out and she needs to come back in. It's crazy. Cat's like, I fucked up. I don't belong out here.
They usually won't go too far because they know the food isn't here, so
I
they
mean,
know.
that cat lays with me in the morning. It cuddles. It lays there when I jerk off. We have a relationship. Like, to just think that it only cares about me for that fucking food, it makes me sad inside. I thought we had
Well,
more than that. I'm not gonna lie.
it likes, all right, so my dog, Emma, she loves me the most. I'm not, being a dick or bragging. That's just how it is. Everyone knows it. And it's because when we first got here, or got her, for months, I woke up every day at 7:30 on the dot and fed her. And I fed her and I fed her and I took her on walks. The only, I did that as the main person that feed her and walk her, and still am. So she knows, I'm her dude,
Right.
so that's what your cat is to you. Your cat's like, he's the one that feeds me, cleans my litter box, so I'm going to hang out with him. And I'm not going to go too far when I escape, because that's my dude and he feeds me.
So if I find a cute chick after COVID and I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna follow you around and clean your litter box. You like, can I just, or just follow around and wipe her ass for her? Eventually, will we become friends? Is it like that?
Yeah, that's how it works.
I mean, online dating doesn't work, so I figured something new. Like, he just followed me around for 6 months. He pulled my chair out, he paid my bills, and we became friends. It was weird.
That's how it works. I think usually you're a cult leader when you do stuff like that, but yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, go
And
ahead.
now we'll have Kool-Aid from our sneakers. It's fucking rough.
Did you finish your beer already?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm getting used to that Panther piss.
Go get another one. I got like a couple more lined up.
You serious? All right.
I mean, if you want to party.
Oh, I'll be right back. Hang on a second.
All right, I'll tell everyone secrets about you. Tony is actually a furry. He's acting like he's not, but that's not real. This is all put on. It's all a joke. He's actually a furry. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Dude, I want to tell you something. The last time I drank, I shouldn't finish this before the show's over because it'll really fucking turn into a mess. But
I'm already yelling and fucking stuttering and all that shit.
I know, it just sounds like we're in the same room for a change. It's fine. Dude, I have, you probably saw some of the shows. I had a beer koozie on here that I've had for 20 fucking years. Yeah. I know the last time I drank 2 beers, I threw that fucker away, like on the bottle. That's how fucked up I was. I just threw them both away because I haven't found it since, and I'm not a messy guy. So I'm like, oh, it's gone. Oh, fucking well. So now I have no koozie. I'm koozie-less.
You're koozie-less.
That's what's interesting about, I've learned, like, I move a bunch. I'm an only person. So I only buy one of everything. Like, when Jesse becomes an alcoholic, I'll have 2 koozies in the house. But until then, I only have one of everything. So if someone comes over, they're like, "Do you have a koozie?" I'm like, "Sure, take mine." And they're like, "Well, I don't want to take your only koozie." Be like, "I only have one koozie, and I only have one friend. So there you go. Have fun, buddy." I just don't have. I have 1,000 fucking cups, and everyone uses the same 3 that I use, the plastic shitty ones that someone gave me from their job.
Right.
The $30 sports cups with Flyers players on it and fucking Sixers fans and all that. No one wants those fucking cups. They want my shitty cup that I fucking brush my teeth with in the morning. Very strange. But
well, it's probably minty,
I just don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of koozies. I'm not a koozie. I went with the one with the zipper on it. I always thought that was neat. That's how you know you're an alcoholic, when you have a zipper on your koozie.
Oh yeah. So you could undress your beer.
That's fucking hot. I like that. I used to sit there and just go zip, zip, zip.
We have a whole drawer full of them. We have like, literally, there's when you take pull the drawer out, the koozies go up, and we have to put the drawer.
You just stuff them in.
Push them, and then like there's a bunch of them.
Get it. Good.
Yeah. Well, it's because like I've done a lot of shows where they give you fucking bullshit instead of paying you because that's where I was in my career as a comic career.
What do you get, a swag bag for your own show?
I have. get $8 a koozie and a half a drink ticket, and they get the fuck out of here. They'll call
Oh
you in a
wait, you were
month.
supposed to have that ticket. Give it back.
Mhm. You know, I love comedy and I miss it, but there's part of me that was, I've been doing comedy for 10 years and was doing it hard, really hard for most of that time. And what I mean hard is like a lot of it and like really grinding. There's a part of me that misses doing shit shows in the middle of nowhere, but there's also a part of me that doesn't miss driving 3 hours to get paid $8 and a half a drink ticket. And I'm like, you know, it's fun, but 10 years of doing that, I'm glad I'm not doing that right now.
Right.
Miss it, I would do it. I'd fucking go do that right now, but part of me is like, at least I don't have to degrade myself to do my art.
That's why I'm looking forward to like being in my 40s and just like, I don't know, she's taking care of herself already. That was the plan. Get back into fucking comedy wherever I live and just grind it the fuck out. Because if you're
Right.
in your 40s and your 50s, you're not fucking married and talking about your kids and all that shit. You're bowling 2 nights a week. You know, I mean, you're doing something, and the rest of the nights you're eating fucking TV dinners by yourself. So comedy's fucking great at that age. You're
Right.
grumpy as shit by now. You've experienced some things. I mean, no one in the fucking room's gonna listen to you because they're half your age, but still, it's fun. And then you become that old guy that's kind of funny, and then sometimes you get a half a drink ticket. It's great.
Yeah.
That's the hard part with like inner city comedy is it can't help but become a clique. It's just the way it
Oh,
is an inner circle, and that's what's hard. It's like, well, they've decided as a group that they won't laugh at certain things. Nothing against it. I totally get it. How could you avoid it? But it's just funny for a guy like me. Like I just roll into your room, grab your mic, and be like, "Time to be offensive." Whee! And the
right.
comics are like, "The fuck," and the audience is like, "Ah!" I'm like, "Yeah, see, they like ignorant jokes. This is good. Your highbrow shit is doing them no good." Sorry, Jesus Christ. I feel like I gave you the endless bottle of. It feels like a trick mug. Are you Houdini? You just keep pouring shit from afar into this.
What?
Shut up. I'm not fucked up.
I'm just pouring beer on my crotch.
This mug was a bad idea. You just keep pouring shit into it. How much can it hold?
If I wasn't doing this right now, I'd be looking in the mirror over there, just going, "Ooh,
Look what I can do."
To look at me. No, I know what you mean by like. I know really what you mean by all the clicks and shit because it's all fucking Portland is, and I'm apprehensive to start doing comedy back in Portland because I've in the last however long I've lived here, 8 years, I think, 8, 9-ish years. This is like the least stressed I've been about comedy.
Huh.
And I'm not doing it, but it's a lot because I don't have to deal with who said what and who offended who and who did this terrible thing to this fucking person and but this scene has so much drama that you could like it's fucking awful. Like everything that you could think of someone could do, someone has done that to someone, around someone, about someone in the Portland comedy scene.
Yeah.
So I I really want to do comedy again, but I really don't want to do comedy in Portland. And I met a lot of cool people, like I know a couple hundred comics that live in Portland, and I like about 25% of them, and they're really cool. I met a lot of cool people, but I don't really want to do comedy in Portland. I fucking dislike a lot of the people. And you gotta be around them. You gotta do the mics. You gotta fucking bite the bullet and like pretend to talk to people and do shit like that. Because that's how comedy is. It's you gotta climb up people's asses sometimes. And
Yeah, and I think that's where the disconnect came for me because I don't do that at my fucking job and I don't do that anywhere. I just don't. I'm not a fucking fan. I mean, I want to tell jokes and I'll treat you with respect And if you have a show, I'll have a show. We can do it's business. We don't need to mix any bullshit. It doesn't matter. None of that drama matters. None of that fucking drama is going to get you a gig. It's not going to help you at all. It's just extra bullshit. So the older I get, the more I'm just like, hey man, what's going on? Can I have 5-10 minutes, go up there, do my thing? And that's it. I don't even talk to the comics when I'm done. The one guy out of Mike, he fucking put his big goofy fucker, but I liked him. He put his arm on me. Like, I never talked to the guy. He put his arm on my back. He's like, good set. And I was like, thanks, man. Just keep your hands to yourself. And he's just like, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not your fucking, I'm not that guy. I'm fucking terrible at being friends. I don't fucking like people very much. That's what I'm talking about on stage. Listen to my fucking act. I'm not making this shit up. I like people, but I really don't. And so how the fuck am I supposed to be nice to you when I get done with this mic if I don't like anybody? It's ironic. It's like, well, you're supposed to be nice to me. Like, I don't fucking like anybody. You're missing it? You know, I'm an asshole. That's the point. I'm an asshole. And comics are assholes. We have to find something that other people like and make fun of it. I mean, that's kind of the goal. If not, I don't know. I don't know. I do not dislike anyone. I just don't have any drama. I have nothing to say. I don't care. Doesn't matter. You fucked my girlfriend? Great. Did you take pictures? I'd like to see them. That's it. That's all I want to know. No big deal. And that's why I think it's interesting that a lot of comics are young as fuck. There's a couple of old ones out there, but you can always tell the open micers are always looking at them like, don't want to be that person. And it's kind of like, yeah, but what are you going to be doing at that fucking age? Do you really think you're going to be Carlin and everyone's going to be kissing your ass? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe be nice to that fucking guy, because that might be you. You might be the one playing the fucking keyboards in an open mic because you're 60 years old and that's what you like to do at night.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I look at the old people at the mics and I'm like, that'll be me. Because that's what I want to do. I want to talk shit. And the older I get, the more I have a license. It's like, oh, he's an old guy. Sweet. Here we go. High gear, motherfucker. It's on. I can finally say what I want. You know what I'm saying? If it makes any sense, I don't see the point in fucking comedy drama. I really don't. So what? Who gives a shit? And I feel like that's why I never make any friends in this business, because I'm like, don't care. Bye. Going home early. Peace. I did my set. I don't hang around to the end. I don't hang out with the host. But if the host asks me to do a gig, I'm there on time. I do my job. I go the fuck home. It's a job. Shut your mouth. Do your work. Go the fuck home. Next.
That's the thing is like, it's hard because I do the least amount of like ass kissing I could do, but I definitely didn't get exactly where I should have been in the Portland comedy scene, because I didn't kiss ass. I only talked to the people that I liked and liked me. And if I didn't say hi to people, like people that even thought I was maybe funny or something, I just like I don't know, I just have a thing. Like I'm a little bit like you, but a little bit more like quiet about things. Like I don't necessarily like everyone. So I don't go talk to you. I try to be as real as I can, but still get gigs, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a weird fine line, but it is necessary. It sucks. It really sucks, but you do have to go. Like there was one time there was a person that had a lot to do with a comedy festival in Portland. I won't say what festival or names, but there was that. And they came up to me and they were like, "Hey, you're great, you're funny," and like talking, like, you know, how you doing? And I was like, who are you? I'm Alex. Like, who are you? And they got really offended, I guess, and they walked away. And my friend was she was like, "This is so and so, has to do with this and that, and I think you just fucked up." I'm like, "Oh well, like." I don't know you, and I'm not gonna. It's hard. Since then I tried to, but it made me upset in my own head that I had to fucking pretend to like or know people. And it's just, ugh, you know.
It doesn't make any sense because you're literally going up there to be yourself on stage. Like that's the point. I'm gonna be me amplified on stage. So if me is an asshole who doesn't like to talk to people, what the fuck do you expect? I just got off stage for being who I am. I'm not going to be the opposite of that in front of you. I'm not going to be a jerk. I just don't fucking know you. I don't. Comics
Yeah,
are
yeah,
usually reclusive anyway. They write shit down and then they don't talk to people and then they go up and talk shit. That's what most comics do. They're not social butterflies. A lot of us are
mhm.
recluses. We like kind of mix, 50-50, but I just never understood the ass kissing. Like here was great. I got offered the gig here. Guy came up to me with his face mask on and he's just like, I'm like, what? And he's like, do you want to do a gig in 2 days? And I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. He's like, all right, cool. I'll give you the address. That was it. That was it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the fucking guy. We didn't talk about
Right.
anything. At the end of the show, he's like, make sure you stand in the light. I'm like, that light fucking sucks. It just x-rayed my teeth. And he's like, well, you can work here. You can work at fucking Walmart. That's what he told me at the end after he paid me. And I'm like, I'll work for you again, motherfucker, because that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to go
Right.
in the back and massage your feet and talk about why I like fucking dinosaurs. I just want to go home. So you get older, you definitely don't have time for bullshit and glad handing and all kiss ass shit. This is a job. We're trying to make money. We put some comics together. We're going to go kill that fucking room. And then we're all going to go do our thing. It's a
Yeah.
job. And we need each other to get gigs, but we don't need each other for fucking backslapping bullshit. So I just never, and the other thing is I was raised like this. Never say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. And I always
Right.
have a lot of negative shit in my mouth. So when I was in Portland, I was always like, just trying to be quiet.
Right.
Not trying to
You
piss
tried.
anybody off.
You
Huh?
tried. You tried hard.
The end of the day, I am who I am. It scares the shit out of me to move to somewhere like Portland to try to do comedy after I've been given the green light to tell jokes the way I like and
Mhm.
just be me. Like, I'm not saying that I cringe more than other people do when people say inappropriate shit these days. I cringe more than they do. So I'm not out there
Right.
saying ignorant shit, but I just feel more comfortable. I don't have to explain what sarcasm is for 10 minutes before I do my act. I can just fucking do it. So it does make me nervous to like go out there and be like, why am I worried? I don't want to worry about what's funny. It shouldn't matter. If this is what I think is funny, then it's funny. But it definitely it's still got that. It's not the
Right.
same. It's not the
I
fucking
get.
same.
I know, man. Yeah. It's a hard thing, and that's the thing is like it's a different skill trying to make people laugh when you're outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
You know,
and
it
that's the
is.
talent that I don't have.
It comes by just trying the, you know, you'll get it as soon as you start doing it again. So as soon as you start doing other rooms that aren't the aren't the home rooms for you, you'll.
I do better in a room I've never been in than a room that I go to every week.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell you why. I think it's just the pressure and the nerves fucking force you to work better. But when you
Right.
go into a room where you're at all the time, you kind of like fluff it off a little bit. You're like, I'm comfortable here, that kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
there's something to be said about being in a room you've never been in before in front of random ass faces and be like, I
Oh
gotta
yeah.
do this shit.
It's way better because I hate doing comedy around a bunch of people I know. A, they heard this shit already. B, they want to be surprised and shocked again. Like, what's new? What is it? It's just like
Right.
you've seen it a couple times. Get the fuck away from me. Like,
That's a t-shirt.
yeah, it is. It should be.
I'm telling you, I'm in the t-shirt business. I just don't have his press yet. I'm telling you, man. I'm the t-shirt man. That's going on a t-shirt.
Like my girlfriend Callie, like she's seen me probably. We've been together for 3 years. She's probably seen me 10 times, and that's enough. It's way more than enough.
Oh, you mean performing? Yeah, this
Yeah.
shit's kicking in a little bit. I was like, what do you mean?
I don't mean like literally. Like,
That's why she loves me. She's seen me 10 times.
Barely. She doesn't know me. That's why we work. It's because she has no idea who I am.
You sound like this guy I date. No, it could be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, she's like been there enough to know a couple of the jokes, and she's seen it, and I like that. You don't have to be there all the time. It's fine. Like every night's gonna be fucking different. When you're a bigger comic or you're a musician, you could like replicate every single set every night. But when you're still this many X number of years in, it still takes time. So it's going to be different, maybe similar, but you don't need to see it every time. So she does a good job, is what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, personally, if you're dating me, you don't have to come to any of them. That'd be fine. Not one. You don't have to go to one fucking show. I don't mind. I totally don't mind, because our relationship is what I'm talking about up there, and I don't want you to fucking hear it, because then we're not going to be in a relationship. Then I'm going to have to screw that girl that thought I was kind of cute that's got one leg. I mean, I'm going to do it because I need material and I'm lonely, but honestly, you don't have to see my shit. If you're dating me, you definitely don't need to see my shit, because I'm holding back. That's God's honest truth. I am. If you're in the room, I really want to say some shit about you, and I can't. Because as soon as I see someone, I'm like, oh, I can say that. It's like you're a reminder. It's bad for me when my friends come, because my whole act gets ruined. I end up talking about their kid who shit on me 5 years ago because I saw him and it reminded me of that. So if it's better if I don't know anyone in the room, then I'll actually do my act.
If someone's kid shits on you, they deserve to be made fun of about it.
My own kid is shit on and pissed on me, but I don't.
Oh, well, it's part about having a kid, but someone else's kid.
I feel like that has happened, but it doesn't bother me. I'm covered in shit right now, fuzzy shit. It's great.
True. Hey, it's about time to talk about music.
Yeah, has it been like an hour and a half? I mean,
I know we're on one right now. It's fucking.
Oh God.
I don't know if on one is a good thing or a bad thing, or I think it started out great, but like I could see the empty beer cans over there.
Hey, people don't even know that you're actually like at the beginning of your COVIDcation. Like you're quarantining right now. So if this show goes along, it's honestly like we moved the show. We made sure we recorded it tonight because he knew he was going to have to sit in his fucking room for the next 36 hours before he could go anywhere. So
I'll touch on it quickly. I won't go into great detail, but I went and got a COVID test on Sunday afternoon. And by the way, I don't know, like you haven't got one, right? A test, no. Okay, so you've heard what they do. They do one or two things, and it's usually through the nose, and they like tickle your brain with like a fucking pipe cleaner, like they way up there, or they go in your throat. But this one went in my nose, and at first I was like, oh fuck, and then I walked out of the clinic, and I was like, I kind of like that. It was like doing like a bad bump of cocaine. Like I was like, oh, I need more of that. Can I go back again? I got another $15 for the copay. I'll do it again. I don't give a shit.
Hi, I'm here for a retest. Well, you just took it. I said retest.
I said retest. I need another bump. I mean another test. I don't know.
Can I just get a box of those sticks you're shoving up people's nose? That'd be great.
I think that. But the reason why I got tested is because I'm gonna go see a family member of my brother. He's sick. He has cancer, and I want to go see him. We've been talking on the phone a lot, and so I need to get tested. And I'm still waiting on the results. It's 2 to 4 days, and I think tomorrow will be 4 days or whatever math is. So if I get the negative test, if it comes back that I don't have it, then I'll go see him. If not, then that's a whole different plan that hasn't been planned out. So
another 2 weeks. Chill the fuck out. Get comfy.
Right. So I thought when I was planning all this out, I was like, I'm gonna be stuck in this room that I'm in right now, and quarantining myself away from my roommates and my girlfriend and all that. But then I was like, well, my girlfriend has Sunday and Monday off, and Sunday is when I got tested. And if we both just stay home and don't go anywhere, and the other roommate, her sister, will stay at her boyfriend's house, and the other roommate is her mom, and we just all stay in the house, then we could all hang out and I don't have to be in the room by myself, right?
Right.
So she's at work right now, and her mom is picking up some shifts for extra cash at her work too. It's all a weird family thing. We don't need to go into that. But so they're all gone, and they won't be home until in an hour or so. So in like an hour and a half is when I start my true quarantine, when I'm going to be locked in this room. And I thought 3 or 4 beers were going to do it, but nope. We're going to end this soon is what I'm saying, so I can go back downstairs and get more beer before they come home.
All right. On that note, folks.
But let's talk about music. It was your turn, so I'll let you
introduce
and the artists and all that.
All right. Show and tell.
Yeah.
Ram. See? I always wanted to be in show and tell when I was a kid. I never had anything to show, so I never got to tell.
Well, now you do. Look at that.
So this is one of Paul McCartney's first solo albums. It's fucking awesome. When I was a kid, my dad, we talked about this last week. My old man played a lot of Beatles. I thought that was the Beatles. My favorite song on here has been since I was a little kid, Uncle Albert and Admiral Halsey. It's like a whatever. That's the name of the song. I always thought I didn't, who the fuck knows when you're 9, 10, 11 years old, the difference between Paul McCartney's solo shit and the Beatles. I didn't. Sure. But it wasn't until I was like 30 that I finally found that song that I grew up on and realized it wasn't the fucking Beatles. And it was on this record. It's right in the middle of the record. And a friend of ours that we both know gave me that record, and he gave me the background on it, and he was like, you'll be fucking happy with this. And it's I love it through and through. I don't know why, because it's not like trippy or anything like that. It's just a great fucking record. For me, I don't know why. Just the whole fucking record sounds great. I kind of grew up on it, like I said, but I don't know anything special about it. It's just fucking awesome. Like, he sounds amazing. Paul McCartney, to me, sounds amazing. He was the Beatles. He was the driving force behind the fucking Beatles. You can tell by how much solo shit he came up with after the fact that he was, he was a Beatle machine.
He like, you know, he did. What is the timeline? Beatles solo shit and then Wings, or Beatles Wings solo shit?
Oh no, it had to be solo shit right after the Beatles and then into Wings.
Because that album's 71, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. They made it in New York. No way. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with being corrected, but I think it is 71. But see, that's the thing. Is like
71.
If the Beatles never existed, and it is 1971.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if the Beatles never existed, Paul McCartney did Wings and his solo shit. That's enough to inspire people to be where music is. You know what I mean? Because everyone says, "Oh, music would be way different if the Beatles were never around." Well, I think that's enough for music to be where it is, and that kind of music. You know, because Paul McCartney, he did a lot of shit, solo shit. Wings is awesome. I love Wings.
Shit. Well, we'll have to listen to something from Wings, because I mean, it's really just like when he created his own. Because it doesn't it kind of like one sit on top of the other. I mean,
maybe.
Well, look. Wildlife by Wings was released in 71.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was doing this and doing Wings at the same time. I'm sure.
Right, but I mean, imagine that. Like he left the Beatles, and he had so much shit he wanted to make that he made two bands. He made his band and he made Wings, apparently, at the
Yeah.
same time,
Yeah.
and released killer records. Like that's why they fucked up. I mean, they fuck up. I mean, they just had Paul McCartney he's the man. He's the fucking Beatle, the head Beatle with all the ideas. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to figure out the family. Yeah, two different fucking projects altogether. But then Wings, this is what's weird. I should have done more research, but Wings Over America is one of my favorite fucking Paul McCartney records. And that's Wings Over America by Paul McCartney and Wings. So it's both bands. So I really should have someone Google it and you'll know the answers. But in any case, it's Paul McCartney and Wings. But if you go to the Wings page, it doesn't show Ram. And if you go to, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't do any research, kids. Sorry. That's a great fucking record, and I just like it.
It is. I really liked it, and and the 12 and a half people that listen to this know that what my flavor of music is, and it's not exactly that. Although who I'm going to pick this week is not exactly isn't metal, but whatever. But I like Ram. I think it's a good record. And Paul McCartney is he's a master musician. He's really great. He's a good songwriter. He has a great voice, and he's a good musician. He's a really good bass player. And I really enjoyed the album. I liked it a lot.
Right. I would just say it's a good whole album to listen to. Put it on at track one and let it ride. You can't say that about everything.
Yeah. I listen to it, every time we do an album, I always listen to the album like 3 or 4 times, and I did the same thing with that. And Cal, like my girlfriend Callie, she loves the Beatles, and she loves Paul McCartney. She loves Paul, loves him. That's her favorite Beatle.
Awesome.
She loves him a lot, and so I think it was cool for her to know that I was just on the stereo playing this album a lot. She's like, oh, she just kind of looked at me. She's like, I'm like, yeah.
Found another reason to sleep with you. There you
go. Well, no one reason. She had no idea it was actually just homework, so whatever.
And she doesn't watch the show, so she'll never know.
Yeah, she'll never. She'll watch this one episode. She'll fucking watch it. Just wait and see.
Try to find, dude. There's a song on. I'm trying to. God damn it! I hate that I'm looking at my phone all. But anyway, what's the song where? That's it. That song always catches "Smile Away." The one right after one of my favorite jam, where he's just like, I was walking down the street the other day, and a friend of mine says, "Man, I could smell your feet a mile away." Yeah. I'm just like, what? Like, this is a diss track. It's a really positive diss track.
That's a good song. I remember that song.
It is. The chorus is great. Smile away, smile away, smile away. And he's singing about smelly feet. That's awesome. He's getting away with it.
He's talking about talking to someone and then their breath stinks,
right.
But keep on smiling away. Oh, your breath stinks. It's
I was walking down the street the other day. Just love that shit. Sounds like blues. And then he's like, "Man, I can smell your feet a mile away." I was like, what the fuck? That's great. Who says that?
No, man, it's a good record. It's a great record, actually.
It is.
I haven't listened to too much. I haven't listened to any other of his records as a whole. I definitely heard his other songs and shit, but I do know this about it. Him and his wife wrote that record, right?
Yes.
And she passed away. She passed away of cancer. I don't know when she died, but I guess that's one of the reasons why Callie loves Paul so much, because they wrote that shit together, and she was just she was torn up when she died. I guess. And this is a whole thing.
It's fucking awesome though. I mean, I always, I don't know. I like people who like music, who like have an emotional connection to music.
Oh yeah.
Drives me nuts when you run into people or just say, I listen to whatever's on the radio. You're like, we're not gonna get along.
Yeah, you don't really like music then.
Yeah, you're just it's fucking background. I mean, I'm over here like I could tell you like shit that I don't know, music got me through shit. There's this song, have you ever heard their other big album, Wings Over America? It's a triple album.
I don't know.
There's a song on there that I just go nuts for. It's got to be about weed, but it's he says, "We're gonna get high, high, high." I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah. I love this shit." Like it's like I just love songs like that. I love songs that talk about getting high, man. That's my favorite. My absolute fucking favorite. Especially when it's by like a PG band, like Paul McCartney doing a weed song and all these people are singing it, that take drug tests and do corporate bullshit. And they're singing along to a stoner tune. I just love that. And like, he's so fucking Beatles. Like the Beatles, they were a boy band, and then all those girls that followed him automatically took him right into here's LSD. It was just like, how many, anyway, I thought, me, I get excited about the little stupid shit, like talking about getting high in a fucking album. I just love that. It's perfect like this fuzzy fucking hoodie, man. It's great. It's good. I like little shit. If I died and when I die, people made a playlist just full of stoner music, like really obvious, like upbeat stoner music, and wrapped me in this teddy bear shit, I would be one happy dead son of a bitch.
One happy dead son of a bitch.
For all the smiling I didn't do when I was alive, I hope I die with a big shit-eating grin, and they just can't get it down.
Oh no! If you die before me, I'm gonna go break into the casket, and I'm just gonna go hurt. If I gotta get like some like stick glue, some like and I'll be like
give me some walrus fangs with popsicle sticks. Just put them right here.
They're like fucking Scrooge McDuck is fucking smiling right now. Fucking the Grinch. He's fucking smiling ear to ear.
What's neat is that like most people around here, like this is one of the most obese parts of the country. So when people die and they have to get carried in their casket, it's asshole to belly button on either side of the casket to get your big ass to your hole. But me, on the other hand, you will be able to carry, only one person will need to carry my casket, like under your arm, just like fucking fire. I'm serious. To be like, oh my God, is there anything in here? What the fuck is that?
Your casket is going to be the heaviest one. You know why? Because you're going to be buried with all your furry costumes. All 100 of your furry costumes are going to be packed full. It's gonna be more furry costume than there is Tony. So.
Somewhere in here, there's a skeleton. That's gross.
Speaking of,
so what'd you pick for next week?
I tried to keep it in the same vein, and so I went with Father John Misty. I think his I think it's his most recent one, the one that I know about. The one that I know about. It's a Pure Comedy. That's what it's called. I have it on cassette tape. Believe it or not.
Well.
Yeah. I was at a record store one day, and it was like $2 or $3, and I was like, I'll buy that. And then now I have a tape player, so I fucking listen to it. And it's a good album. And I know we both like Father John Misty.
2017. Got it.
Father John Misty, Pure Comedy.
Got it. Yeah, I remember when I Love You, Honey Bear came out.
Yeah.
I was at a Sasquatch. In C for Two Virgin. What? Anyway, better not read that out loud. That's the album.
Look at that.
Got it. All right. Well, I think we done did what we're gonna do. That was fun.
We did all that, yes.
I think we went over. You're welcome. It's COVID, so we just took an extra 20 minutes of your COVID sentence away by distracting you. So.
Well, really, only 11, probably 12 minutes. That's it. Only I started yeah, you're probably right. 20 minutes. Anyway, thanks for watching. like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that, poke us on the butt, whatever you want. Titfoo69 on Instagram. And if you have anything that's fuzzy that looks like an animal, send it to Tony G's address. He'll let you know. He'll post this video and he'll put his address in the comments. And
No,
then,
I won't.
yeah, you will. And then you could send him giraffe costumes, pink teddy bears, all this. He's a furry. So yeah.
You just send it to apartment number 1 right there. That's where you send that shit. But apparently I'm gonna die with 100 of them in my casket. So get started. Anyway, that was fun. I'm nice and fuzzy. I'm gonna take a nice fuzzy poo. Alex is probably just gonna keep drinking in his room. I don't know. But either way, we'll tune in for next week and find out what the fuck happened.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye.